especially with changing a player in as well. Seems to be working. Oh god.
Okay, well, push up into the smoke. Meteor going to be dealt with instantly as Mako is able to find the kill. Paranoia here on to Stacks. Swooping out. There's going to be the reveal, but finds a headshot. Go ahead and equalize the count. The shot dart into the corner will be avoided, and access to the A site will be denied.
Too dangerous.
Flashback does manage to catch him a little bit more unawares. Doubles up to find Buzz, and suddenly everybody from DRX is starting to click on heads. Flashback now having the deal against Carpe, but back is turned. Carpe on his lonesome, trying to get T1 their first pistol round win. Swoops out of the smoke and will be gunned down.
Against Talon, they only took 1 out of 5 or 6, and again, they haven't taken a single one yet from DRX. I mean, good early strategies, but I think as this goes on, making sure you're keeping track of these T1 players.
Stacks just here is the timing on that smoke, dissipates, and Hyunmin will get taken down. Flashback to hold down this back line, ends up into that defender spawn. Bane watching here at A main, finds the first. Carpe just with that ghost in hand. Swaps to the Sheriff already. Very good damage dealt as Buzz gets the spot out onto Mako. Relays this to his teammate, but Carpe still needs to work his way forward. Gets the smoke, grabs the gun. Bulldog now in hand. Paranoia's the side, the drop down. Carpe swings out, freeing, flushed out of hell. Just Mako left standing now. Spectre in hand, Carpe at 1 HP. If he can find the first, and will certainly has it, and he will.
Definitely a bit concerning there. I mean, you're just caught out off guard. Stacks is able to dodge the stealth drone, I believe, by hiding on the other side of that box. And Carpe, look, if there's one thing he's good at, that's...
Give him a Sheriff.
Yeah, give him a Sheriff.
How many aces?
Is his aim with those one-tappers.
Ooh, stealth drone, Hyunmin leading off the back of this. A bit of pre-fire attempt there. Does go through unscathed. Speedside gets opened up. DRX well entrenched. It's just the fake out going through the tripwire.
Grenade is live.
Mako spotted, repositioning him, able to find one, but then gets taken down. Carpe able to find that. Zizou gets rid of Mako. The site now opened up. The wall set to try to go ahead and block off this spray. Izu is just going to stick for it. They're trying to body block him, but it is far too late.
In the back pocket here with Buzz, using the fake out and then immediately TPing back to the defender side spawn. That buys 2 players. The vulnerable had hit there, that would have hurt.
Meteor looking for more. It does make a bit of noise here. The footsteps, the drone as well, spotting out. And it's going to be Stacks. Dealt with over at long. Meteor immediately looking to try to reinforce this position, but now no longer has that shield. Wall in the back pocket. 2 players from DRX tagged up. Hyunmin and Mako both whittled away at as both of them going to be the ones kind of facing out. Here's Mako, just goes for the wide swing. Meteor decides to just keep his sights trained. Doesn't manage to go ahead and finish off the enemy jet. Buzz looks to try to go ahead and take the space as well.
Difficult now for T1. Okay, Carpe can TP, but Ring hears it.
Has heard everything. Oop, the crouch in. Oh, catches him. Util in hand. Stun not going to do much there.
Kind of T1 not being patient. If they wait this out a little bit longer at A-Long, more even retake. But this gun battle, I mean, there's 3 guns barreling down on you here, and I get it, you're Meteor. I get it, you're Buzz, but...
Immediately, though. T1 sending Meteor to try to reinforce his position. He does have that Vandal. Up and over the top goes Hyunmin. Waiting for the peek out. Getting any kind of ping reveals here, but eventually they spot enough as they go ahead and just flood the backside. Freeing, tucked away behind the box. A bit of an unorthodox position. Goes unread, and he's able to collect 2 as the near ult tab reveals all. Stacks pinged. Freeing finds him. A little spray on the corpse from Flashback saying hello to his former IGL. It's now all on Buzz to see if he can do any kind of damage whatsoever, but holding onto the weapon is going to be far more important, but he knows that this flank is likely to have occurred. Swing onto the corner, but Flashback snappy with it.
They've got him in a bad position. Izu throws a late trip to try to delay a little bit, but with Hyunmin able to get up on top of the box, buys a ton of space and info for DRX, and that late positioning from Freeing is really, really devastating. Does a ton of damage. You're going to get an earlier timeout this time around. As
well,
is it the same round?
Time.
It was at the same time,
yeah.
Right? But it was 5-0.
After round 5, but the score slightly better.
A little bit. But this is just I mean, I think right now it's just a lot of impatience from T1. DRX is able to take full advantage of that. Now, granted, it is attacker side on this map. This is where, in the one time we've seen this from T1 is against Talon, and their attacker side, I think they went 8-4, if memory serves. So that's definitely where they're going to do their damage, especially with the double duelist. But, you know, I think they're just being too over-aggressive sometimes. I mean, that round they had weaker guns, and Izu gets caught out. That's whatever. But some of the previous rounds, they've been challenging stuff they shouldn't, and that's a little bit concerning. So let's see if they can kind of right the ship like they did on Lotus. But otherwise, DRX is just doing a great job, being patient, making good reads. That's what this comp has to do. That's what it has to do.
T1 nearly with a full house. 2 away.
Breaking down. Standing ahead.
Izu and Buzz here looking for these ultimates as Hunter's Fury just going to be opened up looking for the tag, but everyone swiftly is able to evacuate. Shifts their way over, but okay, here's the pull-in. Meteor able to grab Mako. A true challenge perhaps, but not for Meteor seemingly. He pops the double tap shield. Not even Mako. They're really trying to fight back.
Smoke's gone.
Smoke's gone. Entry still continuing. Cloudburst. There's a drop down. Hyunmin not wanting to overstay his welcome on elevated ground. It just will just die. As Buzz fishes him out of that cyber cage. Finds himself another. Izu going to be just mowed over by the Armageddon, but
gain space. Izu, play for your life. Meteor finds a huge pick. Having those smokes down means that Buzz can peek this angle. It means that Buzz can open up this space and get these 3 kills. And basically break the round open. Right at the front of the C site with the camera behind it. Carpe!
Didn't check in towards mid, so we still do have Stacks on a bit of a linger there on that B side, but Meteor holding down the door, finds himself a second, repops the shield. Access denied.
And Meteor there just steps ahead of the Tejo utility. Nice win for Carpe there, the 2v1, but he gets ahead of everything that DRX is trying to use, and he just catches him off balance. Repops his double tap, and reinforcements have arrived. Meteor is here. Opt for Buzz. Trying to use the drone to spot for him. See what they can find. Yep. Now Stacks going for a bit of an explore.
Oh, and finds one.
You'll take that trade every day as T1. Every day.
For sure. Flashback. Ooh, not snappy enough. Carpe able to take him down before falling himself. Let's continue to just be great trade-ups. Push forward. Buzz has sights on mid.
Stacks, an unexpected push this time. It looked like with an op there, you know, you're not going to expect that player to re-aggress out of that smoke. So I think that, in that moment, that's a good decision. Izu just waiting, just expecting a player trying. Look at this, though. All 4 players from T1 are here.
Caught a glimpse of multiple players up and over the top. Goes Hyunmin. Down he will come, but he's going to be dead. So he hits the floor.
Oh, God.
A little bit of timing with Stacks with covering fire. Able to peel off a little bit of that pressure. Up close and personal. Buzz, barrel stuffs, finds the kill. Bane dead. Flashback now. Lone player standing in a 1v2.
I have retrieved the spike.
Skips with the spike. Plant would give him a Nero theft. But is it worth investing? DRX do desperately need these round wins.
Buzz can TP right onto the site.
Drops the cage, try to fake a reposition. Flash into the back, the TP down. 7 bullets remaining. It's going to be Shorty in hand as Buzz gets 3.
Cerebral when he plays this game. He rarely makes mistakes. I'd say the only time I saw him make something I would consider a mistake in this was when he peeked out down long A against overwhelming numbers that DRX had, but this one, TP's out, sends out another.
Dealt.
Goes in the
minor amount of
B, but
yeah, but it's being read. Carpe ready for it, but just can't quite find the shots. A little bit of aim punch there. Mako takes the kill. Plan now comes through here onto the B site. I think I'm pushing through. A couple spam shots coming out, and that's going to be the Armageddon. Saving them all from that A-Link side. Drone to go ahead and refill the position. Gets the spot out on the 2, maybe even a collat ping. Looks like no. Stealth drone similarly clears to the other side. Gun barrel spotted. Hyunmin able to find himself a second elimination. Stacks going to be taken down, and looks like the DRX not going to allow for T1 to start running away with this. Couple shots in his Mako. Let's get bones, but just going to be one after the other getting picked apart as Buzz desperately swaps over to the opposite weapon. But
it's just saying, okay, we're not having a good time over at A. Let's try a different site. Mako TP's in there. And because he's able to win that battle, that re-establishes control. Gives them that extra angle for T1.
Chalkdart clears out the tripwire, up and over goes Hyunmin. Stealth drone alerts, letting him know that the site is completely opened up. And flashback, peeks in the garage, able to find one. Meteor gonna be looking to go ahead and stretch the lead here once again. It's not nearly as snappy this time, and Bane will deliver his second ever loss in the ultimate. It's Mako. Continues to shut them down here on the approach. Stacks on his lonesome, 400 creds to his name. It's just being flooded from all sides. Decides to take the fight, to try to take the gun out of Flashback's hands. See if they're going to be able to accomplish that.
Well, now they're looking a lot more fired up, a lot more crisp with the aim. They just dial up another fast B hit here. Say T1's not respecting this site at all.
Yep.
That's what you sound like to me.
Gets a ping out, Buzz suppressed. To back away as the wall goes across. And then backpedaling as Paranoia comes through, but Mako is able to find one. Carpe snappy. Took the down flash back. The shorty finding one, but freeing. Comes up with two. Not sure if it was a collat or just through the box. Either way, huge value found. It's now Izu.
Uh-oh.
Salvo. Oh, nope. Can't get out of there.
Gather info. Are they going to be able to just kind of keep T1 pinned long enough and that they can get their rotations to where they need to be in time? God, freeing is so good. Haven't won one.
Yeah. Much needed kickoff here to the second half for them. As the rush getting ready to come through. Mako just trying to get any kind of shot through. Knows that that double tap shield has been put in play.
Flash.
As, oh, the TP forward, and Buzz will just go ahead and find the kill. Mako going to be taken out as Izu is able to find the other. Pushing out from the defender's side now. Massive player advantage here for T1.
I love that from Buzz. Flash and TP in. Just go at him.
Ring. Drops in, taken down. Izu able to find him. Bane tries to get a bit of a pincer maneuver here for DRX. The pressure, they're just going to run it down, and Meteor will go ahead and find it.
From T1. The whole round, they're just pushing into garage early. Found some open space. God, that is such a good maneuver from Buzz. And then they're able to just kind of tuck into different corners. Catch DRX players in bad positions where they have to check a bunch of different angles.
Here's these footsteps.
Deploying drone.
Drone to check. Oh, here comes the catch. That's going to be Stacks dealt with. Just a ghost to scoop up, though. And nothing too hefty gained. Stun, looking for the connection. Buzz rushes forward, eats an immense amount of damage with a smoke, but catches a glimpse of Mako. Takes his head clean off. Oh, finds himself a third. Scoop up one more, would be on for an ace, but Flashback's just going to be out into the open. Easy to click.
A lot of info gathered in this round, not just with the recon dart, but off of this push as well. That's something that T1 could be very aware of. God, Buzz. I mean, just the timing there, expecting Hyunmin to swing the corner.
Defend this A site. Stealth drone around the corner, just basically going to be pre-fired. So doesn't spot out too much, but knows that they are rushing up. Is okay. Meteor trying to advance into the site. She's going to be taking out Buzz as well. Similarly, falling as Hyunmin. Slow
Tough.
creep call. Tough indeed, especially as Bane nails the one tap. Izu challenges in for the fight. Able to find one, finds two. Bit more damage dealt as Hyunmin falls to 24 once again.
Yeah, no real ambiguity here for T1. They just try to brute force their way through, pop the double tap, you know, try to TP in, and the timing's just cut off really nicely by DRX. But they read this the whole way. They had the info.
Double tap still available here for Meteor. Drone to try to check. Bane swings out, tries to clear that. Maybe getting spotted. Clear the TP. Trying to just go ahead and stave off the chaos that they know is coming their way as the vulnerable crashes across. Swing onto the corner. Meteor going to be good for one. Izu covering fire is able to find Mako. Gunman's still here, but now widely on his lonesome and just get
two players of DRX stuck in that back corner towards the graffiti and
out on the teleport as well.
Exactly.
Don't have that added bit of chaos for Buzz arriving into the back. In fact, does get taken down there as you saw from Hyunmin, but Izu has just been so steady today.
Just
Camera taken
gonna have to rely a bit on Flashback with this rifle. See if he can find a pick.
I mean, good luck. The first player you spot out is Meteor, and you see that shield is popped. Carpe just going for a quick little check here around the corner. Pop flash going to be sent up. Youngman swooping in from the side, but Carpe able to find two. Bane flashback, both going to be taken down. The blind comes across. Youngman able to find one, gets the other. The 4K on for the ace. Looks for it. One knife remaining. Doesn't manage to find the kill. 3 seconds. The plant now being stuck.
Spike planted.
Backside in, he could just try to flush him into the open. But instead, they're gonna drift into one another, and the headshot will connect.
And he had a slow start to the map, and he's heating up now. I mean, good maneuvering here by T1 to break open the site. The paranoia catches. Carpe stuck out in the open there, fully blinded.
Getting the qualification over to Masters Bangkok. Here comes that kill contract, looking for the grab. He's able to find flashback, and Meteor is right back to his old ways. Buzz now, fourth position, finds the first, cannot TP out the safety. Hyunmin does manage to cut him down to size, as the Hunter's Fury doesn't find much. Carpe up on top of the box, but time ticking. The plant got in very quickly as there's the TP forward, looking for a little bit of spray across. The drop down, Hyunmin able to find stacks. His Meteor, however, is still here, and he is still a menace.
Value that you're getting out of this ISO. You're able to get the huge first kill on the flashback. It gives you a lot more comfort to push towards that C site, get the plant down, set up your crossfires. Hyunmin does a good job here.
Filter not spotting anything. Coming out of the corner, Hyunmin able to find one stack, trades it back. Paranoia, try to hold off the rest of T1 at bay. This is well sent, but Meteor takes a nasty hit from that shock dart.
They're gonna try to go back to the front door. Still a lot of weaker weaponry other than Freeing's rifle.
Take 30 seconds left.
Too much damage found can be shrugged off. Bane sends out that recon a bit early. It's just the drone to try to check forward as flashes start flying. Ping reveal onto one. Paco dead here in front of the site. Bane dead similarly as Freeing tries to hold his ground, but can only come up with a single kill. Flashback now on the rotation.
10 seconds
about
left.
to be noted by a tripwire. A quick check confirms that he's here in sewer. Throws the shorty on the floor. And sprays DRX on the floor. That's exactly where he's going to put flashback down.
Holding their ground against some tricky maneuvering from DRX. Losing that player there, a little painful. Mako tried to hide in the smokes and find a timing there. They're able to clear that owl drone to keep his position secure.
Good.
Close on the corner of the drone to try to lead the charge. Considers for a second going for his own, but that would have been a very bold move. But I think that gets a spot out on the two. Hyunmin might have been noted up on top of the box. Either way, vulnerability going to be thrown in. Bane going to be flashed up and Freeing still here, finding one. Stacks does manage to go ahead and take down the enemy Teo, but Buzz and Meteor have both been cut down to size. The tips of the spear eliminated as fishing into the smoke. Mako finds one. Izu now with everything to do, and
they're going to try to go for this execute. We're just going to cut them off as they come through. God, that's just a great reaction, though, from Hyunmin.
oh, Hyunmin.
Oh, my God. Just absolutely destroying in this round. Still, though, a reset up for this B hit. Smokes are giving it away.
Flash is going to be sent. Freeing not going to be really caught by that. There's a fake out on the TP, and Mako gets taken down. Buzz doing wonders here for the squad as Carpe is able to find Freeing. Meteor lost so far. Hyunmin noted. Buzz here at backside, able to shut down Bane. A 2v4. T1 have so many options available to them. He attempted to push forward, the flash coming through. Hyunmin, it all falls to him, which is 24 HP. T1.
Use that owl drone quite early. Another really good entry. I mean, if Meteor and Buzz get into a site, it's basically round over.
Feels that way.
It's just, they're so clean. It's just a matter of stopping that. You got a dimensional drift and a kill contract available. Oh.
A little bit of chip damage there. Buzz rushing forward on the hunt. Should have gotten a sense that flashback was there, and there's going to be the nab. Meteor once again grabbing him up. Mako at the same time ripping people apart as Buzz and Carpe both can take it down, and now finds Meteor anticipating and knowing exactly where he was going to snap back to after the kill contract had expired. Zach's on his lonesome. Not much to be done. T1 pumping the brakes, but we'll take a look back here as it's just some narrow margins. Is like, okay, yeah, kill contract right here, no problem.
Meteor knew it too.
Yeah. Over the top. Not going to be able to get the spot out here on the flashback. Paranoia will connect, and oh, the shoulder going to be seen. Flashback dancing around the side for Buzz. quick to chase forward, does end up getting sunned out, however, as Meteor goes to the backside, Freeing able to find a second, Freeing finding a third, Meteor still alive.
Exactly.
With the plant, there's the neural theft built up, Isu.
Phenomenal stuff from T1 on this execute. The paranoia lands squarely onto Flashback, and he's stuck behind that box because of the recon dart. He can't clear it, and they're able to scale into sight because of that. And then Meteor's just able.
Gunman, however, scaling forward. Ooh, flush along the wall. Meteor needs to read this. Timing missed. Doesn't spot him going down to the sewer. Gunman, it all falls to him. Finds the first. Looks for the second. It's going to be Mako getting involved to take down Buzz. Meteor, however, does manage to strike. Comes out of the sewer with the Armageddon. Ripping across. As there is the kill contract once again in play. Double tap shield is still there, and Meteor still good for the shot. Gets the refresher, but is snapped back right in front of Freeing this time. The TP pick up the spike, brought over to B. Isu scales forward, taking space.
Everyone hiding.
Neural Theft, however, gets the reveal, spots him out, Freeing. Considering going for a push. Flush alongside the smoke here effectively is Carpe. Spots on the TP, but then Freeing immediately just barrels into the site right behind him. As Isu has to try to clutch it. Spots one, cannot make it happen.
DRX Hyunmin to wait this out, to tuck into this corner. And Stax just had no idea. Another good kill contract, but Meteor knows it. This is dead when he comes out. Nobody else had been able to claim the space behind him.
That's a couple fully expected. He's going to be in that spot and likely with an off. Here comes the push out now into the B side. Carpe going to be good for one. Stax joining in. Finds another flashback. Hyunmin both going to be left on the ground, and then Stax instantly dealt with, Freeing. Finding the kill, scaling forward, taking space over towards back sight. The fake out sent their way. No one falling for it. No one looking to give Buzz line of sight. It's Freeing and Mako splitting the difference here. There's a spot on the one. Kill going to be collected. Isu, however, somehow comes away with two. Now, down to Bane. The dart sent flying. Bane pushing forward. Tucks up into the smoke. Skirts around the cage. Pushes out. And he just does not check left. Gets T1 up to match point.
Didn't anticipate it. Unbelievable. I mean, Stax here doing a nice job holding that. No, I knew that had to be insane because Stax had barely come around that corner around the box. I was like, what in the world was that, Free?
Such a disgusting that they're looking to end up on. Reposition will come through. Gone well into the back. Simple clear. Mako nearby. Gate crash working its way forward. Paranoia at the ready. Gate crash uncleared. TP forward here from Buzz. He's able to find Mako. Takes him down, just quickly traded out. Hyunmin repositions, gets himself here back sight. In the meantime, flashback, scaling forward, ready to try to intercept. But it's not going to push through the window. Gonna wrap around all the way towards C. He looks to just play this out as quietly as humanly possible, but there's still that tripwire previously set up, so getting a backstab angle is not really going to be easy at all.
Oh, Meteor.
Meteor is lingering behind a little bit, Freeing. Here, ready to greet them. The vulnerability not going to hit anybody as the white swing comes through. Stax able to find one. Isu gets another. Hyunmin trying to strike. Flashback now. Makes his presence known. Backside plant. All down to flashback to try to keep this overtime going. To try to keep them in this series. Oh! And he's got it done.
And flashback happy to take it. Great patience. Great stall. Again, using that info so well as DRX, mirroring their movements, taking map control. And even though T1's able to scale into the site, I think they got the spot on the flashback.
Buzz is going forward, Freeing tucked around the corner, and Buzz able to find it, gets out scot-free before the punish can come through. In the meantime, C site looking to be taken. Camp still set up, and Meteor holds things down, notes the flank, brushes him aside as Carpe not quite able to find the adjustment there, ends up falling down. Player advantage, however, still here in the hands of T1 as Hyunmin looks to go aggressive and still somehow comes away with one. Tailwind's back over onto the site. Stax able to find Bane. The Buzz dead. Stax and Isu to try to keep T1 in the lead. The drone to check. Hyunmin does get tagged, has to try to retreat, but cannot. Stax guns him down. It's all on Mako. But the time is not on their side here for T1. They have to get a move on. When you're playing against Mako, it can prove to be very difficult. Now comes down to the two IGLs, the two former teammates.
Time.
But the time Not quite gonna be there, and Mako gets the Red Bull clutch. DRX.
We're into overtime, a great pick early. Kind of one of those classic T1 plays. But then Yeonmin taking so much space out here, that dash out so good. It's a great spot for Stacks, just barely reacting to that. But
this guy's been playing Ose.
Yeah, right? Izu, a big fight here, potentially.
Swing out, and oh, the second shot from Flashback is clean. Right between the doors, right between the eyes. I sat here in the smoke. Recon at the ready from Bane. Sends it. Gets the ping out onto 2. Oh. That's everything that DRX needs to know as they look to bring this map to a conclusion and send us over to Fracture. Ping reveal out, Meteor scaling forward, tries to get the double tap, shield refresh, cannot. Stacks ends up falling, as will Buzz.